Hey, it's Andy from Home Studio Hustlers. In this Pro Tools training video, I'm going to show you how to create a new track. If you've not subscribed to the channel yet, I suggest you do that because I'm literally going to go through the entire Pro Tools platform. So if you're a Pro Tools noob, going through this series will turn you into a Pro Tools wizard. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's jump into the video. Let's go ahead and create some new tracks in Pro Tools. I'm going to show you two ways to do this. All right, the first way, we're here in our edit window. It doesn't really matter if you're in the mix window or the edit window. And we're gonna go ahead and just click track up here at the top, hit new, boom, there you go. I'm talking into this microphone. We'll go ahead and do a little quick recording of my voice here. So this is one microphone. So we're gonna go ahead and use a mono track. If you have two mics though, you can go ahead and do stereo. If you're recording an instrument track that has, a stereo instrument, you can do that. But we're gonna stick with mono for right now. You can choose audio tracks, aux input tracks, if you have some reverb returns or you're doing some template type stuff. Master fader, right, your final volume fader when you're mixing. And instrument track, I don't really mess with VCA master. I've never used that. And MIDI tracks, I haven't used that in probably 10 years. Instrument track, yeah, this is great. I use this all the time. Instrument track, aux input, audio tracks all the time. All right, so let's go ahead and just create. You can rename the track by clicking on the name. We'll go ahead and say VO for voiceover. I have this microphone plugged into the second input inside my audio interface. If you don't see the I/O, the input output, go ahead and right click on this right here and you will see the I/O right there. It's checked. Okay, so I need to make sure that this thing's not pulling audio from one right there. It's pulling from the first input. My mic's in the second input. I got to put it to the second input. So there we go. Now it's going to mic 2. All right, let's go ahead and check some levels with this input monitoring button right here. Click that button, you can see my voice coming in. Some versions of Pro Tools don't have that. Most of them do now, but it doesn't really matter. If you don't have that, you can just click this record arm button. You got the same thing, okay? So while we have this actually looking pretty good, let's go ahead and just keep that armed and let's go ahead and record my voice a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that record enable here on the top of the edit window. And if I hit play, it's going to start recording, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Check, check, test. Hit spacebar to stop. Let's go ahead and unarm this. Let's go ahead and click up here, and we can go ahead and push spacebar, and we'll just hear what we got so far. Check, check, test. And there we go. Let's go ahead and delete that because we don't need it. And that was the first way, the old-fashioned way of creating a track. This is the way that I do it, this way I'm about to show you, and this is a lot faster. It's a keyboard shortcut, okay? So if you hit Command, Shift, N, that same little box pops up, okay? So you can also go a little bit further with this. If you hold Command and push right arrow or left arrow, you can actually switch between mono and stereo. If you push up and down while holding Command, you can actually go cycle through what type of track you want, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and just keep it as a mono audio track again in samples and go ahead and click create. And there we go. So we got this track here. We'll call this VO2 or Vox. Vox is fine for vocals. If you click Command equals, you can actually switch over to the mix window, right? We just did that there. And you can also, I like to change the colors of these. I like my voices always to be lime green. That's just my personal preference. You can go ahead and double click on this little bar down here and you can go ahead and, change the color of these tracks here. All right, just kind of helps you, if you're looking for voices, you're looking for your singers, if you just make them all lime green, you don't got to look at these names here. You can just see the lime green track and there you go. All right, and let's go ahead and go back into the edit window. That was how you create a new track in Pro Tools. If you've not subscribed to this channel yet, go ahead and do that for more free Pro Tools training. I'm covering the entire platform. I'm going to take you from Pro Tools noob to Pro Tools wizard, and I will see you in the next video lesson.